Yes, my people. I am happy. I'm glad. Today is a match day, official. Yes, Chelsea Fulham. I'm welcoming you in a very special way today. I believe and I trust God Almighty. You are doing great. Just as you are up today, I want you to understand. Just as you are up, you are strong. Believe that today good things will locate you wherever you are. You are in Africa, you are in Asia, you are in Americas, wherever you are. I'm glad you are here with me. Listen to me carefully, my dear friend. Today is our match day. Yeah. And hey, if you are not a Chelsea fan, please forgive me. Forgive me. The news I have here includes almost every club. This is my daily briefing. Before later on, I'll be coming with exclusives with Chelsea, directly. But right now, it's a mixture of news. Even that, I'm still starting with Chelsea. Yes. Because today is our match day. But then I'll add other news to it. Then later in the day, I'll be coming with my normal exclusives with Chelsea, So just hold on a bit. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. You have a lot exclusives, a lot of breaking news here for you. Starting with Gianfranco Zola. Yes, Gianfranco Zola. We know him. Chelsea fans know him very well. He's one of our legends. Gianfranco Zola believes departures have been just as disruptive as the arrivals at Chelsea. So I am surprised so many experienced players left. My understanding is they are planning to build a team within the next 3 or 4 years. But players left that were there a long time and that won a lot. Cesar Colocata, Jorginho, Kai Havertz, Mateo Kovacic. Players that probably everyone look up to. You need those players. In a difficult moment, you rely on those players. So many left, and that doesn't help the situation. He's trying to say part of the struggle was that the players that left were just too much. Some of them were actually needed in the build-up process. They could have stayed for another year to blend with these new, young, talented ones for another season before leaving. But the way they all left in mass did not help issues in the club. And we understand, we know that Chelsea lack experience. It's part of the reason why we started so poorly. Yeah, we lack experience. That's just the truth. That is what our legend, Gianfranco Zola, has been saying. All right? Okay, we go to Liverpool. Yeah, like I told you, we're going to other news. Liverpool Football Club acknowledges PGMOL admission of their failures Saturday night. It is clear that the correct application of the laws of the game did not occur, resulting in sporting integrity being undermined. That is the statement from Liverpool FC. This is a statement from Liverpool FC. And they went on to say, Liverpool have vowed to explore the range of options available after claiming sporting integrity was undermined after Luis Diaz's goal was ruled out against Tottenham for what the PGMOL described as significant human error. They have every right to fight. To lose 3 points in a Premier League is not an easy thing. My dear friend, for a club like Liverpool to lose 3 points because of human error, something must be done about it. So they vowed to follow up on this, to explore every range of options available to them. Yeah, and I'm in full support of that. If human errors will be costing clubs, this is, a 3 points in the EPL, it's worth millions of pounds. You know that? Yeah. A 3 point is worth millions of pounds. You know how many players were featured on that day, on that field? How much are they being paid a week to perform for the club to win? And the club lost that game. Yet the club must pay those players. It's not easy. So when they said they're going to explore every option, they mean it. And I am in full support of that. Okay? I'm in full support of that. That they will explore every other means to get the necessary result that they need to get. All right, back to Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino held talks with Marc Cucurella in a bid to find a way past the Chelsea defender's failed move. After when the transfer window closed, we were talking in my office. We were really clear about how I see and assessed him, and I listened to his feelings. Of course, it was a difficult time for him after he arrived from Brighton. It was tough, not only for him, but many, many players. Yeah, he arrived at a time that Chelsea was struggling. Mudryk arrived from Brighton at the time that Chelsea was struggling last season. Many players were struggling in the squad. The whole team was struggling. He arrived at a time where troubles from Ukraine and Russia issue came in, and they had to be changed, or how do you call it? Abramovich issues came in. There were a lot of issues at the time that Mudryk arrived. So he could not settle in well. It affected him. Now, during the summer window, it was speculated that they wanted him to move on, and all those affected the player. So according to our coach, Pochettino, he says that he had time, he spoke to Mudryk, they discussed a lot, and he understood his feelings. He understood his feelings. Right now, the last game he played, we all were happy about his performances. I want to believe that today he'll be given another opportunity. If not starting at all, I want him, in fact, he's my lineup. Those of you who watched my last video, he is my lineup. I will expect him to start a game against Fulham today. Mudryk, yes. Let's see how it will move on from there. For me, he was a nice player in Brighton. But just as he said, he came in at a time that things were very difficult for the club and the players that he came to meet. Okay? Yeah. Sources close to Manchester United dressing room admit there are concerns with Marcus Rashford's body language during games, with him cutting an increasingly despondent figure. Manchester United. Sources close to Manchester United dressing room admit there are concerns with Marcus Rashford. Body language. His body language. No wonder that body language is what's translating to the field. And if the dressing room is like this, like I said to you in one of the other previous videos, that dressing room, Manchester United dressing room right now is toxic. And I made it very clear also that players like Maguire have influence in that dressing room. You strip him of the captaincy band, it affects his friends. When Jose Mourinho gave Marcus Rashford, the opportunity, he began to flourish under Jose Mourinho. We knew the talent that he possessed. Right now, we expected he should have been one of the people that will hold the captain's band. That's our 4 or 5 years now he's been in that team. If now his body language in the dressing room during games, cutting an increasingly despondent figure, it means there is something wrong in that dressing room. There is something some of the players are not happy about. The coach, Eric Ten Hag, needs to sit down and reassess himself. Yeah. He needs to reassess himself because he's getting out of hand. And it's getting out of his hand. It's getting out of his hand. We know the challenges about the takeover in Manchester United. We know the Glazers. We know all that they are doing. They are not willing to let go the club right now. If they are actually willing, they would have done so long ago. But as it stands right now, the coach has to find a way of getting the players back on his side. He's losing the players in the dressing room. Marcus Rashford is a nice guy. He's a very young chap. And so if he's casting a despondent figure in the dressing room right now, don't forget, he is one of the senior players right now in the dressing room. Yeah. Yes. He came into Manchester when he was about 18 years. Right? 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 seasons ago. Now he's about 22, 23 years old. So he's no longer that 18-year boy that entered the dressing room. Look, let's move on to other news. Official Victor Osimhen statement. Yes, according to Fabrizio Romano, Victor Osimhen released a statement after all that has transpired last week. He finally released a statement, personal statement from Victor Osimhen. And it reads, "Coming to the city of Naples in 2020 was a wonderful decision for me. The people of Napoli have shown me so much love and kindness, and I will not allow anyone to come between us. The passion of the people of Naples fuels my fire to always play with my heart and soul. And the love for the badge is unwavering as I wear it with pride. The accusations against People of Naples are untrue. I have a lot of friends that are Napolitans and have become part of my family and everyday life. I appreciate Nigerians and everyone for leading the voices to support and reach out to me. I'm forever grateful. Let's support unity, respect, and understanding. Forza Napoli Sempre. That is Italian language. That's how he ended it. Look, I understand he is human. He's still in the team, he's still in the squad. He needs to, focus again back on the games ahead. Even if he's to leave in January, even if he's to make a move, it does not mean that he should make enemies around him right now. No, he doesn't need that toxic environment around him right now. So this statement for me, I see it as a positive message because he wants to live in an environment that will be conducive for him and his family. He doesn't want to be, to be hated around. He has his family there in Naples. He wants to live in a nice, environment, not a toxic environment. So with this statement, will calm down nerves. But this does not take away the fact that the player in question, Victor Osimhen, was hurt by the put up of TikTok, the put up that was on TikTok. No, he was hurt. The family will definitely be hurt. The agent came out to issue a statement. If the player was not hurt, the agent wouldn't say they are going to handle the issue in a court of law. The agent wouldn't have gone that far to issue that statement. The player was hurt. That is why the agent came out boldly that he wants a redress in the court. And I believe that will lead the way for the exit of Victor Osimhen, most probably to Chelsea in January. We are working on that. Trust me. Trust me. We are working on that. Trust me. On Pochettino, once again, this will be my last for now, then I'll come back for exclusives. I don't know if he was considered surplus to requirements because I wasn't involved in this situation. That was more the sporting director, the agents, and the club. When he was asked again about Marco Cucurella's situation, whether in January he was, during the window, during the summer window, whether he was declared surplus to requirement at Chelsea. He said he wasn't involved in that decision. Maybe the sporting directors and the club. He, in particular, was never involved in declaring Marco Cucurella as surplus to requirement at Chelsea. No, it was never his decision. That could be from the club, the agent, or the sporting directors of the club. I'll see you again. Let me just end it. This is my daily briefing. Every morning I bring you breaking news, daily briefing, and that's what I've just done right now. I'll come your way again in the next hours with exclusives of Chelsea. Shalom and peace.